Look at that. We got snow squalls around the area. But that means that it's going to be a good and a turbulent day. Ooh, we got some bumps. Good day to go check out what the Cub does. Let's go have some fun.
If you are into aviation, you know about Cubcrafters. They took the original Piper Super Cub and they made it lighter, sleeker, faster, and just downright more beautiful, hence the Carbon Cub. Now, until now, I have never flown a Carbon Cub. And about a year ago, Brad Dahm, the marketing director for Cubcrafters, came up with this fascinating idea. Let's take our brand new airplanes, deliver them to YouTubers, put them on the company insurance, no limitations, let them do what they want to do, say what they want to say. 2 rules though. Number 1, don't get hurt. Number 2, don't break the airplane. Okay, who came up with that idea?
That was me. It's my neck that's stuck way out there.
When you decided to do that, did people look at you and say, are you out of your mind?
They did a little bit, but we've got a lot of good pilots out there that create a lot of amazing content in the backcountry aviation world. And so we're handing them to people who we think will be responsible and create great content, not only for Cubcrafters, but for the community as a whole.
Okay, cool.
Full stall, stick all the way back. There's the stick. I cannot go back any farther. Indicating about 30, 32. And look at the behavior on that airplane. This thing is just stable, freaking rock solid. Can I make some turns in the full stall with my rudders? See, I'll do 90 degrees to the left. There's 45 degrees. Full stall, stick all the way back. Okay, there's 90 degrees. Now I'll stop it with my rudder. No ailerons, just rudder. And I'm coming around. Gentle, just babying the, okay, broke just a little bit there, but I was able to get it with the rudder. No problem. All right. Perfect. Wow. Super stable. One of the most scenic spots we have here in near the Idaho-Oregon border, and we call this spot here Red Canyon. It looks like another planet. Probably seen it in some of my other videos, but it's one of the most scenic spots, and it drops you down into Pelican Point. A little bumpy getting up into here, but once we get underneath that shelf, it should smooth out, and again, it's descending terrain.
Pull up.
If I could just get Betty to stop telling me to pull up. Now she's doing her job.
Pull up.
Still a little bumpy, so I'm going to keep it up a little bit higher. Yeah, the wind, she's blowing a little bit, so this is a good test to see how it performs.
Caution, terrain ahead.
In these gusty conditions, land on the big point that's out there.
Terrain, pull up, pull up.
Yeah, I hear you, Betty.
Here we are at Pelican Point on a blustery day. If I'm not mistaken, there's a couple of snowflakes coming down, and you can just tell that the atmosphere is a bit unstable today, but this machine is absolutely made to handle it. I'm very impressed. Coming down through the rough canyon, it was a little bumpy, but completely manageable and just confidence inspiring. And now, this is the element that I love to be in the backcountry. Just kind of looks like it belongs here, doesn't it?
Okay, go 1 notch of flaps. So I've got about 300-400 feet of beach here, but I've got a 20-25 mile an hour headwind, so I should get off the ground pretty darn quick. Just make sure everything's set, flaps are set, carb heat is off. Okay, it just pointed into the wind. Let's see what she does. Here we go. I think I was off at about 50 feet. One thing this airplane likes to do is get off the ground really fast. Guys, this strip that you're seeing here right now, this is a uphill strip. It's got about a 10% grade uphill, and wind's coming right down the runway. A little blustery, but it's coming right down the runway. So I want to see how the Cub handles in the uphill configuration. So you know with uphill landings, you got to match the slope angle as you're coming in, kind of swooping in from the bottom, carrying a little bit of power and matching the slope angle, and then let the airplane settle into ground effect once that slope angle has been matched. I'm going to come in at about, I'd say 60 on this one, because I'll bleed airspeed fast once I start matching the slope angle. What's fun about landing uphills is it almost looks like you're landing into a into a wall. It's kind of an unusual sensation. This feels nice and stable. Oh, so sure-footed. There's 50. Okay, now I'm going to match the slope angle, a little power, ground effect, let the power off. But now I've got a 10-15 mile an hour tailwind, but I'm taking off downhill, so gravity is assisting me. I want to make sure I'm really lined up, and I don't want to be in a hurry to take the tail off the ground. I want directional control with the tail wheel as long as I possibly can. Okay, so we've got a direct tailwind. Everything's set, power set, flap set. Okay, here we go. The throttle up. I feel rudder authority. Okay. Oh. And we're off. Easy. 10-15 knot tailwind. Total rudder authority. Really, really nice. Absolutely love it. This Carbon Cub, it's like cheating. It inspires 100% confidence, and I'm not just saying that because they loaned me the airplane. This thing inspires confidence. Okay, see you on the ground and tell you the things I would change if this were mine. Okay, catch you in a few. But one of the things that takes a little bit getting used to is the noise. This 0340 with a 180 horsepower engine, it's a little hot rod, and it puts out some noise. I'm kind of used to the Rotax, being quiet with a constant speed prop now, so I could dial down the RPMs and the noise levels. But there's no getting around that. There is if you just do the Carbon Cub UL with the 916 Rotax IS engine. Then you're going to be super quiet, which I'd love to get my hands on one of those and see how it flies. But, this is kind of like that V8 sound. You got a V8. A lot of guys buy V8 trucks because they like the V8 grunt. This has a Lycoming 180 horsepower grunt. And believe me, when you hit the throttle, it grunts, it goes. You know the power is there. It's very, very impressive. But the noise does take a little getting used to. I would definitely not fly this unless I had noise-canceling headsets. And in crosswinds, it just does it. It does whatever you want it to do. It's got an 11-knot crosswind component, max crosswind component, but so far I haven't felt that.
This specific airplane here is what we would consider a first-generation Carbon Cub, Cato fixed pitch 80 by 50 prop. It is essentially the same airplane that we've sold over 700 of. But over time, this airplane here has been the best seller that Cubcrafters has ever put out there. And again, this airplane goes out the door 250 to 275. This one again has pretty basic avionics in it, so it'd be closer to the 250 range.
Couple of things I would change. The control sticks are this slick metal. I believe they're titanium. Super beautiful, but I like a little more textile feel. The back seat is this kind of like this hammock seat. It's a sling seat, and it's designed for lightweight and also to be able to remove it very quickly. You just take this off, fold the seat up, and it fits in that storage compartment right up in here. So then you get all sorts of room in the back seat where you could put camping gear, luggage, whatever you want to put in the back. So that's nice, but this seat is not very comfortable for sitting on for very long. The instrument panel is about as basic as they come. It's got a GPS map display, airspeed indicator, engine monitor, which is very nice, altimeter, vertical speed indicator, and ADSB in and out transponder. But the interior finish is absolutely gorgeous with all the carbon fiber. I mean, they really just did a super nice job. And the brakes are toe brakes, not heel brakes, which is really nice. Perfect foot positioning. And the engine is what's really very impressive on this thing. It's the Lycoming 0320 punched out to 340 cubic inches with high compression pistons. It generates a whopping 180 horsepower, so it's very light power to weight ratio. You jam the throttle on this thing, and you are going for a ride, and it's going to be going up. Vertical speed, I noticed on the climbing easy by myself, full fuel, 17 to 1800 feet per minute is what that engine generates. 24-gallon fuel tanks, so you got 12 gallons a side. That he did that for demo purposes, but I would definitely make sure that I had the 44-gallon fuel tanks in the airplane. That way you can cruise with comfort, and you're just not going to be worried about what your sight gauges are showing for fuel.
There's level flight right there. 2,500 RPM, 2530. Let me bring it back to 25. He's cruising 110 miles per hour indicated. Okay, actually it's gone up now to 115 miles per hour indicated at 2,500 RPM. But the fuel flow is 9.9 gallons of fuel per hour. So if you want to suck gas, you could go. Okay, at 90 miles per hour, there's level flight, 6.7 gallons, 7 gallons of fuel per hour. Very nice. Okay, let's see what happens when I dead stick it. Okay, landing is assured. I'm 800 feet above the runway, full flaps. I am just going to come in here. Carburetor heat is on, and I'm high. That's okay.
Hamlet traffic, Cub 26 Charlie, left base short final, 28 M at full stop.
Okay, I'll just side slip her. Let's see how predictable she is. See if I could try and do this without any power. Side slip, side slip. Oh yeah. Very controllable, very predictable. Again, no power. No power. Touch of a crosswind. Wind's doing all sorts of weird things. No power. No power. For that. You can see where it wants to go. See what it wants to do. That was easy.
I used to fly an old 150 horsepower Cub towing banners and gliders, and what I could tell you first of all is that there's absolutely no comparison between that old airplane and this modern day Carbon Cub. And before Brad delivered the airplane to me, I made it clear I was going to be honest with my viewers as to what I thought about the airplane, and he was in 100% agreement. Now, let's get into a conversation here. Have you flown a Carbon Cub? Put your comments down below. What did you like? Maybe you didn't like something. Let me know. In the meantime, guys, my time is up. I thank you so much for yours. And please hit that like and that subscribe button. Let's keep this going, and we'll see you soon.